Smash that like button, for we are now one with the geese. We are one with the geese, and we must talk about this Tyra Banks, aka the tin head lady. We're gonna call her the tin head lady. I'm not gonna let y'all say that Tyra Banks have a forehead. I'm not gonna sit here and let y'all say that Tyra Banks has a 5 head. No, Tyra Banks has a 10 head. Everyone smash that like button. This woman is horrible. Tyra Banks is horrible. And if you guys have not seen Mrs. 10 Head, 20 Heads docu-series for America's top model, this lady is disgusting during survival. And I know that Tyra Banks for sure has ties with Jeffrey Epstein because they all do. And they all got that type of behavior. They all have this sick demonic energy. And the way she treated those girls with the America's Got Talent or top model, she was hideous to them, guys. I almost cried. I literally almost cried looking at some of the footage on that docu-series. I said, 50 Cent, where are you, dude? You need to do a whole Tyra Banks, motherfucking 20 head ass docu-series. It don't make no sense. Everybody that was working with that girl said that she was mean as hell. She worse than damn Oprah Winfrey. Her and her plastic surgery face. She don't even look like the Tyra Banks from back in the 90s. And I remember how bad I felt, guys. I'm going to keep it real with y'all. I felt bad for Tyra when she got shot in the movie Higher Learning. Y'all remember Higher Learning when Omar Epps and Tyra Banks got shot like on accident? I felt bad. I said, oh my God, she played Deja. She played Deja. And Omar Epps was sitting there holding her. She was bonier than a motherfucker too. She was skinny as shit back then. He was holding her. He was like, Deja! Deja! I was crying when I saw that. Because she got shot by Remy. She got smoked by Remy. And y'all remember Remy was the bald-head racist dude that played in Higher Learning. Remy was like, you're nothing. You're nothing. I'm going to take my belt off. I'm going to make, y'all know what the stuff that Remy was saying in the movie, Pure Survival? You know what I mean? Yes, she is bad as Naomi Campbell. Like, people that actually work with her said that she was hideous. She was so mean to one of the models that they had to take out a part. They had to take out a whole big clip of some very demonic, evil things that she said about this girl's child. You know what I'm saying? It's like they do stuff in that industry to try to break your confidence. Then she came out and told the girl, guess what? I knew that y'all was never going to become models in the first place. Y'all were just used for entertainment purposes. She did the same thing that Diddy Glover did to Making of the Band. That's what Tyra Banks and Tyra Banks 20 head, aka 10 head, did to those girls. And you can only imagine. Then they had another girl that said that they recorded them having a freak off. The film crew got these girls' backs blown out and recorded their backs being blown. They put I don't know what they put in them girls' wine. They told them girls they were drinking wine. But you don't just turn out to be freaky like that, doing all kinds of disgusting backflips. These girls was doing all kinds of crazy things. One girl was supposed to be like, she was supposed to be on some next level stuff. And it's like they shamed her on purpose. Like for their own views, for their own likings to make money and demonic shit. I'm telling you, if you go on where is it at? Netflix, like one of them joints, the documentary is horrible. Then one of the people who work with her other co-cast stars, he got put in a wheelchair. Like he can't walk no more. And Tyra Banks sat there and kept lying, talking about she gonna go visit him and I'ma come see you, da da. And then she got a nerve to be on the docu-series. She's only on the docu-series so she can try to control the narrative from those people telling more of the horror that they went through. You know what I mean? Like, you know, she is one of those top vampires. I was wondering why Tyra Banks looked so much like a vampire in the face throughout all of that surgery, because some vampires, you can't hide it. You can't hide when you see some vampires, because I told y'all that some of them motherfuckers glow in the dark. Some of them glow in the dark. So if you see Tyra Banks at nighttime, then you will know she's one of those vampires. You know what I'm saying? Smash that like button, everybody in the building, man. Tyra Banks is worse than Epstein, times 20. You know? And she's worse than Naomi Campbell. And you know Naomi Campbell is horrible. All of them that had power and control of these young girls. Imagine what Tyra Banks was telling them girls, look, y'all want to go to the next level? Look, this is all you got to do. All you got to do is make all of these men, these rich, sick demons in this room, you got to make all of their wieners disappear. You know what I mean? When they look down, it should be no wiener left. This is what they're telling these young people. You know what I'm saying? Like, and Tyra Banks got a nerve to get on the docu-series. That's the part that fucked me up. Like, that, why would y'all even let her get on there? So she can control the narrative? So she can try to stop people from saying what they wanted to really, really say? You know what I mean? Like, and then none of them, you put people in positions that don't want you to pass them. Tyra Banks knew that it was other young girls that look way better than her, that has more talent than her. Out of all that surgery, she done destroyed her face, but she didn't want them to take her light. All that screaming and hollering she did to that young girl, that was unnecessary, and she was showing off for the cameras. Oh my God, I wish, boy, that couldn't have been me. You sit there and try to embarrass me on camera for your views, you know what I mean? And then, like I said, that one girl in the end, the one girl that was supposed to be the top model, they got her drunk and had some dudes from another country go in there and tear their kitty cats out the frame. And they kept on recording. What was in them girls' drinks that made them get that disgusting? Tara? Why would those girls just get disgusted like that? And y'all kept the cameras rolling for a reason. That's why when they say Diddy wanted y'all to do shit, when people had to do stuff on camera, Epstein, they make you do stuff on camera. They do that shit to take a hold of your career. Then one of the dudes that worked with Tyra Banks said he was afraid to speak out because she was trying to blackball him. She was trying to blackball him. So they really do that stuff in Hollywood. That is crazy. If you go against them or tell what they're doing to people, they will blackball you. To blackmail you, jazz creator? Yes. Yes, we are surviving outside, Caribbean. Caribbean, we are surviving outside. And when we survive outside Caribbean, we are one with the geese. We are one with the geese. This is where Jamil goes and meditate. This is where I go and meditate every day for survival, to be prepared to survive. You know what I'm saying? I come and I be one with the geese. I talk to the geese. We have real strong conversations. You see the geese is everywhere. You know what I mean? We have real deep conversations. When you meditate with geese, it's so much stuff that comes out of your spirit. That's why y'all see I always keep, you know what I mean, my medallions, just in case they run up on me, these demons in Hollywood. But Tyra Banks is so disgusting, y'all. I'm telling y'all, don't like her. I don't give a damn. I do not like her. I really never did, really. I wasn't like a fan of her. Even when she is supposed to have been like this beautiful woman that people was like, oh, Tyra Banks. I knew it was something nasty about her. I knew it was something nasty about her. Look at the geese. Y'all see the geese? They're out here minding their business. They're out here minding their business, but they know my voice. They know my voice when I'm coming. Look, that's a whole geese family. That's a whole geese family. You know what I'm saying? They know my voice when I'm out here. They know my voice. But I knew I didn't like Tyra Banks. I knew I did not like her. She has a nasty mentality. She has a disgusting personality. You know what I'm saying? And the way I heard her talking to them, that will break anybody's spirit. Why would I want to go be a model for? And then y'all offering us to go do nasty things with people we don't even know, saying that this is going to teleport our careers. And I'm pretty sure that that's the part of the docu-series that they had to leave out because Tyra Banks went there. She ain't spoke to none of her co-workers. She wasn't one of the co-workers she didn't even talk to in years after trying to blackball him. You know what I'm saying? And then responded to his text recently because she knew that this docu-series was about to come out. She knew that this docu-series was coming out. I didn't even know 20 Head had a docu-series coming out. But I'm waiting for the shit with her and Epstein files to come out. Because I know for a fact in my soul and my spirit that Tyra Banks is on in them Epstein files. Her and Naomi Campbell. It's a team effort. Both of them damn surgery face hoes. Real rap. You know what I'm saying? And to make them girls do that shit on camera like that and then put something in their drinks. And then they're not saying it that way on the docu-series. They're not saying it that way. But I know that them girls change. Soon as they got that shit in their system, they were acting not like themselves. And the producers didn't stop it. Why would they keep the cameras rolling until 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning? They got these men, and I think those men was hired to do that. Those men was hired to clap them girls' cheeks all on that camera like that. You know what I'm saying? And keep the cameras rolling. You know? Shout out to the lounge, beautiful coming in the building. Tyra Banks is evil. So anybody that's a fan of hers, you need to go look at that documentary. You look at that documentary, you're going to look at her totally different. I thought that Oprah was evil. I thought Oprah was evil Knievel. That motherfucking girl, she made me mad when she was hollering at that little young black girl, trying to tear up her confidence, afraid that she was going to take your position, Tyra. That's what you was worried about. That's what they do. Like even Diddy Glover. When Diddy Glover wanted Biggie to go to the West Coast, knowing that Tupac just died, and then look at Diddy Glover, all in the videos, dancing. It's like he wanted B.I.G.'s position. He wanted B.I.G.'s position. And that's what Tyra Banks wanted from these young girls. She didn't want them to win. She did not want them to win. Go look at that documentary and hear how horrible she was talking to that girl on purpose so it can break her. Sweetheart, Tyra Banks is evil. You know what I'm saying? Like, I literally went to go look at this. America's Got Talent All of the people that work with her said that she was a demon. How do all of them say the same thing? All the judges. All the judges. It was her and like 2, 3 other judges. They all said Tyra Banks is evil. She is mean and she's demonic. And she pushed certain narratives and she pushed shit on them young models. And she had ties with Epstein. She had ties with Diddy Glover. She had ties with Jay-Z's hairstyle. She had ties with Donald Trump's toupee. She had ties with Bill Gates and Bill Gates' Valtrex for his herpes. She was in it to win it. Tyra Banks was flying all around on that freak off goddamn private jet. Pure survival. Probably handing them little young girls over to them. Every last one of them. That is so crazy. Like, I'm glad I've never watched that show. I seen that show on TV, but when they replayed that shit on the docu-series, like I said, she stood up. Tyra Banks wouldn't have never got smart with a girl like that in real life. Like, she wouldn't have never, you could tell she did that shit because the TV was there. She was showing off. Even her co-hosts, like I said, the other judges, they said they all was scared. I'm talking about grown men. They said, we don't know what got into Tyra that day. And she talking about, yes, this is how the little black girl from the, you not from the streets, you not from none of that stuff. Don't try to play that little image. You know what I'm saying? You was taking your little demon shit out on her for all that sick shit. She talking about, you don't know what I've been through. Oh, yes, she don't know what you've been through. But why didn't you tell her what you've been through? Instead, trying to embarrass that girl on TV like that. You know what I'm saying? Why didn't you tell her about all the bodies you caught and all the men that had to butter your biscuit and clap your cheeks for you to get to the position to be talking to that girl like that? That's what you should have been trying to tell her. You should have pulled her to the side and said, look, this is just for reality TV. You're never going to be a top model. She ended up telling these girls this shit after humiliating them all on television, knowing that they wasn't going to go to the next level. And I said that it's horrible because that's the same thing that Diddy Glover did to Making of the Band. Diddy knew that Making of the Band was never going to be no big time group. They knew he was going to make money off Danny the King for the moment. He was going to make money off of Chopper for the moment, make money off of all of them. You know what I'm saying? They are users and they are demons, and they will look you right in your face knowing that they got your career in the palm of your hands and you can't even speak out. How was she treating people like that on that show? And even the people that work with her said, we don't even know what the fuck came out of Tyra. I think she was probably doing drugs on that motherfucker too. Pills on Bible. I don't put it past none of those demons. And like I said, if you have not seen that documentary with Tyra Banks, go look at how evil that she is. Okay? I can see through that fake wig. I don't believe that wig, ma'am. And you're covering that 20 head. You're covering that 20 head. But I know how big that motherfucker forehead is. Tyra! So I know you got a brain. Your forehead so big, I know you got 2 brains in that motherfucker head. You can fit 2 brains. You can fit a deep freezer in Tyra Banks' forehead. That's why I said I don't call it a forehead. She doesn't have a forehead. Tyra Banks doesn't have a 5 head. She doesn't have a 6 head. She doesn't have a 10 head. She has a 20 head. We're gonna say Tyra Banks have a 20 head. You know what I'm saying? But all these years, I knew it was something evil about that girl. I knew it was. Now, looking at that documentary, that just confirmed it. That just confirmed it. You know what I mean? Why have people come in Hollywood if y'all going to do this to these people? Why do people have to have sex with a bunch of people and y'all record this shit on camera? You know what I'm saying? Why are there children, you know what I'm saying, allegedly being ate like chicken wings and french fries? Why is this shit happening in this fucking demonic Hollywood? If there's no truth to this, Everybody that came in that industry to me from the 70s to the 80s to the 90s, they all was with that Epstein shit. Pure Bible. You were Epstein's little helper, Tyra. Look, people in the chat saying they never even trusted you, Tyra. They never even trusted you. Like I said, when I saw you die in that motherfucking Higher Learning movie, Pure Survival, I felt bad because you was an innocent bystander. Remy was trying to shoot at Omar Epps. Y'all was in college, everything. And it was a racist, so I thought it was horrible. You know what I'm saying? But then to come to find out you're nothing like the girl that you played in that movie, Pure Survival. You ain't nothing like Deja. You ain't Deja. Your name should have been Demon. You know what I'm saying? And you probably was kind of innocent back then during survival. You probably still had your innocence back then. But there is a certain point when that industry turns you out. That's why I've been telling y'all this. That's why I've been telling y'all this. They want you to be just like them. You know what I mean? You don't come into that industry right away as a demon. You don't get your sharp teeth and your sharp nails right away. They have to test you. They have to take you through certain things to see how far you're going to go. So I feel like what she did to them models, them girls that had dreams and could have been huge, she never wanted them to pass her. You know what I mean? I don't give a damn. I would have told the young people, I'd have been like, listen, don't go hang out with these guys from this other country. Because, sweetheart, they had men come from another country and put the model girls in a room with them. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that they were young, they was giving them, they said it was wine. To me, I think something was in them drinks. Put a one in the chat if y'all think it was something in them drinks. Tyra Banks and them put some shit in them girls' drinks. Put a two in the chat if y'all don't think so. You know what I'm saying? But the girls started getting real loose. They had big competitions, things going on, coming up the next day, stuff like that, where they had to be on point. They wanted them girls to be off point. Them guys was hired to sleep with them girls. And then they recorded it. The girl was crying like a motherfucker on there. The Diddy pink powder special. Yes, the Diddy Glover pink powder. I know they gave that to them girls. They gave it to them girls. You know what I'm saying? And this one thing, you could be a young girl and you done made a mistake and you done slept with all these people when you was young, da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's people out there that made these bad choices and decisions. These girls were set up, were drugged, in my opinion, after me looking at it and knowing what they had, what they were supposed to be doing, what they were out there for. If I'm coming on Making It a Band, America's Top Model, any of them type of TV shows and shit like that, I'm going to be focused. I don't want to be high. I don't want to smoke your weed. I don't want to drink your liquor. I don't want to do nothing because they put stuff in that stuff just to get you to do something crazy, and then they can record it and dangle it over your head. I just didn't know that. Now I knew what what's that, Naomi Campbell? I found out what her little sick ass was doing, Pure Survival. You know what I'm saying? And on her freak off island, I found out more recently. But those shows like America's Got Talent, American Idol, we don't know what y'all motherfuckers is doing. Pure Survival. Are y'all making people sing more than just in the mic? Do people gotta sing inside of people's tasty cakes? Or sing on a wiener? I don't trust none of this shit no more. You know what I'm saying? They got the show up there, these girls up there. Then you had this one girl crying. She like this big. Now, you know how they make the models. They say what a model is. I feel like a model is how you feel inside your heart, Pure Survival. If you feel beautiful inside, you can call yourself a motherfucking model. You know what I'm saying? But they make it like you got to be like this big. You got to be anorexic out there. And so they make these people get real sick, real skinny, real anorexia looking, and say, there you go, you're a model now. And then be doing all these things to them behind the scenes is horrible. You know what I'm saying? And ain't nobody lying on you, Tyra. Sweetheart, Tyra Banks made sure she went and got on the docuseries. That's like When 50 Cent put out the docuseries about Diddy Glover, you didn't see King Combs and Diddy's sons get on that same documentary. No. They said, no, we're going to do our own docuseries. Because they knew, well, first of all, 50 Cent wouldn't have let it happen anyway, pure survival. If it wasn't going to be what 50 wanted it to be, because 50 wanted it to be the truth. So King Combs and them wouldn't have been able to go there to change the narrative. Tyra Banks got on this docuseries to change the narrative, to try to make it like, yo, she was up there. She wouldn't take accountability for nothing. But what I love about this docuseries with Tyra Banks getting exposed, everybody, I feel like it's so much that they wanted to say about her that they couldn't do because her dumb ass was there. But all of them said the same thing. How all of these people working with you, Tyra, none of them had nothing good to say about you, pure survival. They all said that you was a demon. Every person that worked with her said the same thing, pure survival. All of them. Look, wait till you go hear that documentary, guys. Everybody go watch it and you tell me that you look at Tyra Banks. If you thought that she was a good person, if you look at her the same after this, as evil as she is and she treated them models and treated those people, you better know she would have treated you the same way. That's how I look at these people. If you treated them like that, that really thought you were going to be there for them and help their dreams come true and all of that shit, you would do a shit on everybody in my chat right now. Somebody lost their legs. You know what I'm saying? We're not hating. We just saying what we believe. Shout out to Funny or Fun. You know what I'm saying? This is what we believe. I believe she's worse than Epstein. I believe Tyra Banks worked for Epstein. Jeffrey. Yes, I believe she does. Not just Naomi Campbell, pure survival. What makes you think Tyra Banks had all of them young girls believing in her? She's lying right to them. You see it on the documentary. You don't think she lied to them and was setting them girls up, making them do all kinds of nasty ass shit? I bet you it's all gonna come out. After that documentary, Tyra Banks is so stupid that I wouldn't even got on the motherfucker. Even though you tried to change the narrative, it makes you look even more guilty up there. And then you didn't take accountability, not one time. Not one time. It makes you look even more guilty. I'm waiting for a surviving Tyra Banks a documentary. Can we get a surviving Tyra Banks? That's what we need next. A surviving Tyra Banks docu-series. Pure survival. I'm going to come out with my own surviving motherfucker Tyra Banks. I'm telling you, Tyra, I'm going to go look up a bunch of footage now. Now I'm going to go review the stuff. And then now, after seeing how horrible you treated that one girl and then talked about her son. Y'all got to understand, she was talking about a baby in there too. But it was so horrible, they said they had to cut the shit out. So you know she was saying some nasty shit out of her mouth. She felt like she was better than everybody, that everybody's beneath her. You know what I'm saying? Why? It's just crazy, guys. And then we get to find this shit out 1,000 years later. 1,000 years later. Tyra Banks should be right next door to goddamn R. Kelly, pure survival. She should be in a female's prison from the stuff that I heard and the stuff that I seen. You know what I'm saying? And just to have kept that camera rolling, that part blew my mind. The whole camera crew was a part of it too. Like, she wasn't even there, but I bet you she was on the phone like, yo, keep recording. Oh, those guys is over there. I forget. Do y'all know where the guys was from that went and smashed the models that Tyra Banks and them had out there? I forget. I watched the docu-series, but I forget where they had the men come from. But the men that went in there and did that to them girls, you know what I'm saying? And then the girls couldn't, they recorded it, so they couldn't say the girls got R-worded. You know what I'm saying? Because the girls, they were having sex with these men. They got it on camera, so they can't say that they were forced. But guess what? I think that those girls was drugged, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I think. I think them girls was doing shit that they don't even know what they was doing. Cause that's how that girl was crying, saying she couldn't believe she was acting like that. You know what I mean? She couldn't believe she was drugged. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my baby, man. Everybody smash that like button, guys. I'm just like so upset, like seeing this shit. And I'm not even America's top model. You know what I'm talking about? I'm not even America's top model. You know, but I'm just like, damn, that industry is just evil, man. Like, why do they put these certain people in power, though? Y'all got to think about that. What did Tyra do? What did she not do? You know what I'm saying? What did she not do? Ram Jam? Go look at that docu-series they got. Someone used the devil trumpet on me. Wow. Prayers for you. And prayers for your tasty cakes. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what may have happened to your tasty cakes if the devil had put the trumpet to your cakes. This is crazy. They have low self-esteem and jealous. I agree, Jazz Creation. Because they don't want you to pass them. No, they want to humiliate you. You know what I mean? Don't have to drug me. Yeah, if you're going to let somebody smash, let that person make that decision to let you smash. Why you got to get me fucked up to take my tasty cakes? America Stop Survival. Yes. Dang, I miss what she did. I'm going to have to go look. Oh, you're going to see it. Melissa, you're going to see it. It's everywhere. You're going to see it. Real recognize real lies, guys. Smash that like button. You're going to see it. Tyra Banks, even if you Google it. Google Tyra Banks right now. Google Tyra Banks and look up how the people that work with her exposing her right now, all in that docuseries. You know what I'm saying? So if you wondering why Tyra Banks is on the docuseries, that's why they tried to make Tyra Banks and her 20 head. She thought by, okay, let me get on a docuseries too to make it look like I'm not being exposed. You are being exposed, girl, regardless if you on there or not. Your PR team probably told you to do that because she knew the documentary was coming. There's somebody that she worked with that she blackballed, you know what I'm talking about, that she wouldn't talk to for years over some type of decision or whatever. Tyra Banks and them told this man, this trans woman, Pure Survival, shout out to the LBG community, told the trans woman, if you don't work for us, you're done. What do y'all think that is? You look cute, Pure Survival. Thank you, Jamala Muhammad. You know what I'm saying? But if somebody say, if you don't work for us, if you don't work for us or else, what do y'all think that mean? Ain't that a threat? Tyra, the reason they came out with the big, wow, at 7/11. That's crazy, man. Poison Puppet said, Pure Survival. My baby says, smash that like button, guys. PureSurvivalMerch.com. www.puresurvivalmerch.com. Don't forget, guys. Make sure y'all go check it out. You know what I mean? Blackballed. Wow. Hell yeah. She's evil. She's evil. And I'm going to let y'all see it for yourself. Smash that like button. I'm going to let y'all see it for yourself with Tyra Banks, man. Y'all got to see it. Because I'm not even saying everything. I want y'all to hear from the victims. From the victims. Even the girl she was disrespecting and disrespecting her son is out still talking right now. These people careers are destroyed, guys. They have the people from America's top model grown up now. They're all grown up on this documentary. And look at what's going on with their life today. Look at what's going on with their life today. You know what I'm saying? And where they were planning to go and where they were supposed to be in life today. And Tyra Banks comes out and tells them, you guys were never going to be America top model in the first place. You guys were set to be reality stars. This was she turned around and told them. If I came to be a motherfucking comedian on America's Got Funny or whatever, I came to do comedy, pure survival. So then come to find out, I ended up being clickbait pretty much. I got used for you to talk to me any kind of way, for you to sell a dream, a lie, and say that I'm gonna be the next top comedian. The whole time, y'all are embarrassing us and using us for ratings. Tyra Banks might as well told them girls to go get a motherfucking cheesecake. Pure survival. She might as well did what Diddy Glover did to Megan of the Band. And I'm sorry I have to keep bringing it up because that's a reminder. These reality shows like told them you were meant to be a reality star. You were never going to be a model. We just lied to y'all for ratings. Them girls was in there really believing that they were going to become that. Then there was girls, like I told y'all, that had way better personalities, way more outgoing. And that's why I told y'all, America's, when they try to say a model is supposed to be this big, you could be a plus size model, pure survival. You could be my 600-pound plus size model, pure survival. If you feel good in your spirit and feel that you are beautiful, but they will break you and tell you that you're ugly, that you're, you know what I'm saying, like you're fugly, and yes, you know you're too fat and you need to go lose weight. And they be busted and disgusted they self. And they be busted and disgusted they self. But that shit is designed to kill and mess up your mind and mess up your confidence. To mess up your self-love. Brett facts. This is terrible. So they mess up their confidence, get them smashed all up all crazy, record the shit, blackball them so nobody else wants them in the industry. And it's crazy because they be passing them tapes. Them freak off tapes is real. When they smash you on them cameras and have you doing all these nasty ass things, they pass it to other big CEOs in the record labels, in the music business, the fucking acting business, everything, and ask them motherfuckers, look, do you want this? You want this right here? And if you're nasty enough on camera, you might could go to Epstein Island, pure survival. But you're never going to be a star. The whole goal is for you to be a throat goat, like Umar Johnson, pure survival. You're going to be a throat goat. That's it. You know what I mean? You are not even human. Them people don't even look at you like human. Them people that got that kind of money. They look at you like animals. They look at you as like a bathroom. It's sad. You know what I mean? America's top, next top throat goat. That's what they're gonna have you be. America's top throat goat. You know what I'm saying? They might as well have let Umar be one of the goddamn judges. He'd be like, you won, my Pan-African sister. I want the one right there. I repeat, Tyra Banks, you in your big head. I want the girl right there. I repeat. And Tyra, hit the PayPal. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna be America's top throat goat. That's all that's gonna happen. You know what I mean? But once they show what you can do on camera sexually, they send them videos to them other people, them higher uppers, and then they can look at you and be like, oh, nope, send them on the way. You won't get hired nowhere in Hollywood. You know what I mean? And if you don't do what they want you to do, you're not going to get hired anywhere in Hollywood. That dude said he was scared. You know what I'm talking about? The transgender woman was scared. And the trans woman, you know what I'm saying, look more masculine, way more masculine and bigger than Tyra Banks. Pure survival. The trans woman should have went right upside Tyra Banks' 20 head. I know she has a big head, but you can't just think because her head is that big that she's going to headbutt you. Because if she try to headbutt you, you know what I mean, you got to duck that thing. You gotta duck that thing. You know what I mean? Because her head is definitely dangerous. That head is dangerous. And in the docu-series, she got a bang. She got a bang trying to cover that motherfucking head. But I know that head when I see that head. You know what I'm saying? And I haven't seen that head in a minute. That's why I was like, Tyra Banks, she back in the news? I go look this girl up and seen her on that document and heard what them people said about her. I said, wow, I always seen the evil Knievel in that girl. I always seen the evil Knievel. And that's why I told y'all, I come and I meditate. I spend time with my geese. I've never picked up any of my geese out here, but these are my geese spiritually inside my soul. I feel like they belong to me and I belong to them. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see them. Look, I feel like they belong to me and I belong to them. You know what I'm saying? That they're, I come and be one with the geese. You know what I mean? I know that they're not going to try to poison me or put nothing in my drinks. I know that these geese will not try, as I turn my back, try to clap my cheeks when my back is turned. I know these geese will never do me like that. You know what I mean? They walk up to me, I give them crackers. I give them crackers like a Caucasian. You know what I'm saying? But Tyra Banks, we need to get a surviving Tyra Banks. We got to get a surviving Tyra Banks. I want everyone, when you get a chance, go look at that docu-series. Go look at that docu-series. And y'all tell me what y'all think. If y'all think that she is worse than Epstein. And why I say she worse than Epstein, guys, think about this. She's a woman. I know Tyra Banks looks like a man. Pure survival. I know she looks like a man. But that's besides the point that Tyra Banks looks like a man. I'm not talking about the fact that she looks like a man. Yes, she does look like a man. But what I'm saying is she still was born a woman, regardless that she looks like a man. But what I'm saying is what makes her worse than Epstein is the fact that young girls would trust her before they trust Epstein, or before they trust Diddy Glover, or before they trust Bill Clinton. So she can get in and put the season and the salt in the, you know what I mean, and the Old Bay sauce on these young girls, and then drop them off on that freak off island and say, Naomi Campbell, here you go. I got some girls. You got some too? Naomi, here, take these girls. I know, yes, Epstein is in there choking his wiener right now. He don't even care. Just walk in as he choke his chicken. He doesn't he doesn't mind. All these people are demonic. That's why I said I don't care that Tyra Banks looks like a man. That's besides the point. You know what I mean? But her aggression like a man is crazy. And then for her to be jealous of those young model girls that really had a dream, she was jealous of them. Because like I told y'all, it's your personality. You could be a model if you love yourself and you got an outgoing, great personality. Pure survival. I don't give a damn how pretty you is. Okay? You could be a pretty damn asshole in my eyes. I judge you off for who you are as a person. Pure survival. You know what I'm talking about? Burler, I be talking to my baby about the monsters. We gonna get my baby something else to drink? Absolutely not. I'm glad I read that joint, Pure Survival. She talks to me about it, but guess what? Pure Survival. It ain't nothing to replace them. You know what she tell me? No, baby, won't you just get down with me in the Red Bulls? Pure Survival. No, you go on in with the Red Bulls. I'm dedicated. Dedicating this one to my monster girl. uh, But Tyra Banks is crazy, man. Look, Brittany cracking up. Pure survival. She said, laugh out loud. Peaches? Where's Peaches? Amen. Pure survival. Yo, hold on. Belfast BMAC 10. Shout out to Belfast BMAC 10. BMAC 10 had me cracking up, I think the day before yesterday. BMAC said that he had some garlic. BMAC, did you say you had a garlic necklace? Shout out to BNAC for getting a garlic necklace to protect himself and protect his tasty cakes and protect his back. Because you got to. You know what I'm saying? One of them demons could run up right now and try to blow my back in the grass. Pure survival. Had Jamil upside down. Oh, my God. Oh, somebody called on my. Ah, they got a hold of me. Then they pull me all the way up in the air. Them vampires is fast, guys. Those motherfucking demons is fast. And furious as a motherfucker. But, man, like I said, shout out to all of y'all, man. Like, share, subscribe. Salute, salute. Tyra Banks, guys, is demon. She's a demon. She's one of them. Just note that. She's one of them. You know what I'm saying? And if you did not know about Tyra Banks, go on Google. Go on Netflix. Go look at that documentary with Tyra Banks. So if you thought anything good about her, you're going to look at her totally different during survival. I gotta go. Yes, she is a demon, sweetheart. Super demoned out. She's super demoned out. I gotta go be one with the geese, guys. I gotta get out there. I gotta get out there. Like they need me right now. Like they need me. God damn it. God damn it. God damn it. They need me. The geese need me. I just had a bug running up on my motherfucking hand and shit. Pure survival. Bug was running up my shit. Jamel, why ain't you showing us love either? You be out here playing with us bugs too. Pure survival. Yes, I do, goddammit. I got bug pets and everything. I got bug pets. They climb up and down on me. They get happy. Daddy, daddy. That's just like my turtles. I told y'all my pet turtles that look like Ja Rule. Several of them just be out here just, I mean, the way my pets feel about me, I feel the same way about them. You know what I mean? It's nothing but love over here. It's nothing but love over here during survival.